I'm Tony Kelly. I'm the Chief Executive of the On Demand Group, wholly owned subsidiary of SeaChange.
Hi, I'm Simon McGrath. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer of SeaChange International. We announced yesterday a partnership agreement with Argela Technologies of Turkey. Argela is a technology subsidiary of Turk Telecom, and together SeaChange and Argela are providing the infrastructure for Turk Telecom's IPTV deployment in the region. We're also making some other announcements around the work we're doing in Greece with OTE, the national incumbent telephone company. But Tony, I'd suggest you speak to that more.
Yeah, we're just launching video on demand and subscription video on demand with OTE, the Greek telephone company, which is a follow-on from launching subscription video on demand with Telekom Austria. We're going to sign up and do exactly the same for Turk Telecom through their TT-Net subsidiary. So really exciting stuff, really.
Yeah, this plays to our complete strategy of looking to provide both infrastructure as well as content services on an aggregated basis across the entire region. One of the reasons we're here in Dubai is we're very actively looking at this market for extending those same kinds of services into this region as well.
Yeah, I think what we want to do is take on what we're doing with Virgin, where we provide the middleware, the back office, the hardware, the content aggregation, to deliver a high-quality service that's driving the Virgin business forward, but do it for a whole variety of operators across Europe and EMEA.
Yeah, and where possible, we're working to look at how the content as well as the technology infrastructure and all the professional services that we provide as well, to make sure it fits together smoothly, can work together.
So we're obviously in the UK, where we're in 3.5 million homes with Virgin. So that's a cable company. We're with the cable industry in Germany with Kabel Deutschland Germany and Unity Media. Our telecom experts, where we're doing the whole end-to-end experiences with Telekom Austria, with OTE, that's the Greek telephone company, and with Turk Telecom. And we're looking to add a whole host of others to that. SeaChange, on the other hand, provides a global experience in delivering systems to deliver video on demand. Biggest player in the US by 70% of all video streams are provided by SeaChange. In Japan, and pretty much every territory in the world.
Japan, across South America, obviously in Turkey now, in our relationship with Argela and Turk Telecom, also across the UK, in Germany as well, where we're working very closely with our on-demand group partner, and also in other parts of the Middle East too.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say all the leading platforms have chosen us. So if it's Comcast, if it's Virgin, if it's KDG in Germany, if it's whomever, they're choosing a SeaChange, ODG combination in a lot of instances to make that work for them.
In Latin America, we're working with VTR in Chile, we're working with Cablevision in Mexico, and a bunch of other of the major operators down there. As we see it, there are three major constituent parties in making television work in the television market: the consumer, the content providers, and the advertisers. In the world of video on demand, the advertisers have really not been involved. But as video on demand increases in coverage and reach and usage and consumption, the advertising opportunity for targeted dynamic advertising is obviously increasing. It's very, very significantly focused upon in the United States. And now recently we've launched a commercial and technical trial to 100,000 users on the Virgin Media platform of our dynamic advertising technology, which allows targeted placement of advertising around a lot of the VOD content that we've got on the platform. And it's a combined process of content management, of advertising content aggregation, of metrics and analytics and metadata management through On Demand Group, and the infrastructure, core technology, software and equipment is obviously all coming from our group.
Yeah, I think the interesting bit about that is really who's involved. It's going to 100,000 homes, so it's quite a sample. I think you're talking about the likes of Kellogg's, likes of the big blue chip advertisers from Vauxhall Motors, and the content players who are joining in. So it's Warner Brothers, it's Channel 4, and a variety of others. So very exciting, and clearly the future.
They realise that the consumption of on-demand content is only going to increase, that certainly in the UK we're moving more and more to complete saturation from pay TV multi-channel standpoint, and with Sky's news over the last couple of days that it is close to closing a deal to buy Tiscali Television, we're going to have both the major broadband providers as well as the satellite provider looking to interactive two-way on-demand content delivery. So for the advertisers, this is a very significant opportunity to get greater reach, greater relevance for the advertising that they're providing.
And more importantly, greater accountability.
Yeah.
They know the customer watched it, there's no debate about it, and and more interactivity. The communication period that they have with the customer is longer. Fabulous. If you're an advertiser, got to be good.
Yeah, so it has the mass appeal of television with the accountability and interactivity of the internet.
Yeah.
In terms of our roadmap with Virgin, with other customers as well, is very much in terms of linkage through to either longer form advertising or interactive sites to be able to register interest in particular products and more general call to action advertising.
And at the moment, the consumer has full video on demand functionality with that, so they could fast forward, they could stop. So there's a whole host of things that the trial's just begun. We're going to move it forward, and our intention is to be a world leader in that area.
Very much so. Very much so. So we're working with all of the parties in the value chain for that, from the advertisers through their agencies, the sales houses, the buying houses and media planners, as well as obviously the service providers, content providers, and everybody in the complete value chain. Everybody's excited. Long way to go.
Primary objective from the on-demand group's part of the operation has been to target really the platforms, the telcos of the Middle East. It's been great getting them all in one place rather than having to dash around the whole region. And the key people have been here, which has been really important for us to be able to talk to them, give a feel for what we can do and explain what we do as business. So been good really on that front.
Yeah, there's a lot of energy and a lot of ambition in this marketplace. And so from a group standpoint, both for on-demand group as well as on the more technology and solution side of things, we've been targeting the platforms, and they've all been here, which is really good. So we're talking to all of the major players, both telco as well as other broadband operators in terms of their plans for IPTV and for interactive multi-channel television.
I think the other bit that's been great for us has been the timing. It's pretty clear that the Middle East and Africa is probably 4 years behind the US and Western Europe. They're all making decisions now, and they want to learn from it, and that's great.
Well, the interesting thing is that they want to springboard off the expertise that's been generated in other markets. They recognise that a lot of the mistakes in this business have already been made, and they can learn from those who have the experience to having been involved in it all the way through.
And they can skip some technologies. I mean, it's interesting here in Dubai that they're putting fibre to the home when they build all the new apartment blocks.
And in Abu Dhabi, we're hearing about a lot of interest in WiMAX, which obviously is another broadband delivery platform which we can support.
I think the bit we're about is providing business solutions. All these things are great, but what we want to do is build a business out of it that's sustainable, both for us, for our clients. If the customer doesn't buy it at the end of the day, there's no business in it. And I think that's a great focus that we have as a company, which differentiates us, I think, from a lot of all the other technology players. That actually we care about their business. Do they make money out of it? How can we help them make more money out of it?
What's the solution? Very much a solution-orientated approach for our customers and for the market specifically, because every market is different.